Clarence, 3, 2.
All right, we're here at the New Orleans Women and Children's Shelter, Pat Boys for Life, and we're going to do a demonstration for you ladies. Thank you for allowing us the time. So we start off with this pad right here. This is one of the moderate flow Jewel sanitary napkins that comes in the pink pack. As you can see, it's very slim. It's a thin profile. Easy on the purse if a young lady has to carry these out and about. I want you to notice something, how sealed the packaging is. The packaging is completely sealed. And have you ever noticed that the store brands, a lot of times they're open, you can pretty much stick 2 fingers in if you want to, right? The reason why we found out is because they make them from synthetic materials. Those synthetic materials have petrochemicals in them, and they bleach them 8 times to make the materials white, because they start off in a neutral landfill color, earth tone color, if you will, grays, browns, tans. Thank you so much. So this is the Jewel Premium Sanitary Napkins. I want you to observe the premium bill. It's got 3-dimensional deep guard protection on both sides. Very slim, as I said. And what we like to do is start off with the touch test. So I'm just going to stick that down here. Feel free to touch that. Let me know if it feels rough or if it feels smooth to the touch.
Oh yeah, it's soft. It's soft.
We have ladies that tell us they like to wear our liners because of that top layer being so soft, because it's more comfortable than their undergarments for some of them, right? So that's the first thing, comfort. Comfort is so key. Most women tell us they're irritated with store brand products. The synthetic surface of those products, it's like sandpaper to the skin. Who wants that? So now I've got 50 milliliters of water in this cup. Ms. Coleman, can you confirm that's 50?
That's 50.
All right. We're going to pour these 50 milliliters into this pad. Now, the doctors consulting our company unanimously said that most women have, on the average, 15 to 50 milliliters of a flow at the height of her cycle. We know some are more, we know some are less, but for this example, we'll do 50. Now, I love this part of the presentation because it reminds me of a conversation I had with my daughter when she first test piloted these pads. And she said she appreciated what I buy her now, and she didn't like what I used to buy her at the store. She said what I used to buy her made her feel like she had pee on her all the time. She was just being very honest, and I'm like, okay. And I thought about, I said, well, if that's happening to my daughter, how many other daughters does that happen to? How many sisters, how many mothers, how many nieces, how many granddaughters are dealing with that same issue of wetness and dampness, right? And so I'm going to show you why she's so excited about the Jewel pads now. I've got just a regular napkin. It's literally folded 2-ply. And we're going to lay it on the pad. And Ms. Coleman, would you do me the honor of pressing flat into that napkin? All right. Is that dry? Can we get a hand clap for keeping our ladies dry? Now, ladies, I'd love for you to get a chance to touch the pad. Does that feel dry?
It feels dry.
Dryness is everything. We can keep our women dry, we can keep them comfortable.
I am so shocked and amazed.
Yes. Well, we're almost done with the demonstration. I'm just going to plow right on through. Now, this top layer, the reason it's so soft is because this is our proprietary cotton blend. It's harvested from non-GMO fields. So that means it does not come in contact with any pesticides or insecticides. And as cotton is, you can see the fibers when they tear through. Now, this next layer introduces our Nobel Prize winning technology, which we're going to share in just a moment. The third layer here is introducing our absorbency system. So this is a 3-ply system with the airlaid paper on the top and the bottom, and in the middle, it introduces a vegetable-based polymer for absorbency. And it starts off very thin, as you saw before, but as a woman's flow hits it, it expands into a gel. It can hold 10 times its own weight. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this in this front cup with probably about another 75 milliliters of water. We'll see what happens with that. Now, these back layers here, see how I'm able to tear that? Ms. Coleman, do you see even some of the fibers in there too as well? Mm-hmm. So this is like a blended cotton paper proprietary blend that is moisture proof on the back, but it's moisture resistant, but it's also breathable. Because we know that a lot of times our women don't get air to their area when they're wearing store brown pads. Those will typically have plastic on the back. And we wonder why, you know, our women have odors and have infections. You know, a woman can get up to 105 degrees in that area.
Yeah.
So that causing all those issues, ours gets air there, so our women tell us they don't have odors and they're not catching infections, they're not irritated. This adhesive on the back is a food grade adhesive. We learned that a lot of the adhesives for the store pads are commercial grade adhesive. Now, only commercial grade adhesives I know about are ones in Home Depot, and they all say flammable on the package. Okay? But food grade adhesive, so we don't introduce any harmful chemicals, no chemicals whatsoever to the women that use our pads. This was in here, what, maybe 45 seconds to a minute? As you can see, there's no water coming out. And as we often say, this is how we turn a liquid to a solid. It just continues to absorb and expand. And this is why our women feel dry and comfortable when they use our sanitary napkins. Now, this strip here, it's infused with a Nobel Prize winning material called graphene. Y'all read that on the packaging. Graphene has a number of properties about it that are awesome. As far as women's health, when graphene is against the body, if there's inflammation there, the inflammation reduces and in most cases goes away. Women that bloat are telling us their bloating goes away. Women are experiencing fewer days on their cycle, less heavy flow. Women are telling us that their mood is better because it's helping with balancing their pH. I know my daughter is nowhere near as snappy as she used to be with what I used to buy her. And the other thing is that graphene is helping women to experience a relaxing of their uterus. So the cramping, they're telling us, is either severely reduced or completely goes away. Okay? That's pretty huge to have little and even no cramp. Now, the next thing I want to share with you is graphene has an innate property in it called vibrational energy. There are doctors right now trying to harness that power to create perpetual energy sources for the world to use. So in our case, we got this emergency bulb, and it's only going to light up if it comes in contact with an energy source or something that will cause or allow energy to flow, right?
What?
The graphene in this strip causes the energy in the light bulb to flow to light it. This is significant because women who have a cycle and women who don't have a cycle are telling us they're experiencing less fatigue and more energy. My best friend here, Joe Smith, his mom, she's in her 60s now, right, Joe? Mm-hmm. She's told him that she was feeling fatigued, and he asked her, well, Mom, do you wear liners? She said, yeah, I wear liners. She told him what brand. He said, well, you know what? Why don't you try our liners? The first conversation he had with a woman about our liners. Why don't you try our liners and see, well, I mean, they're supposed to have this vibrational energy, and let's see how it works for you. She called him back immediately and said, baby, I don't feel nowhere near as tired as I was feeling before. And she wears our liners every day now.
Oh, I do too. I got to try.
Absolutely. Vibrational energy. Now, this last test is what we call the water purification test. Because what I didn't tell you about graphene is that graphene is a 99.5% bacterial killer. So that means on a nanomolecular level, and I'm pulling on your chemistry now, you remember from high school, dealing with, on a nanomolecular level, when a woman's flow and the waste in her flow hits that strip, the graphene literally is destroying germs and bacteria as it passes through the strip. When it hits the graphene, it's destroyed. And so there are companies right now, there's one in particular that is a water purification company, and they're working on a way to harness that property of graphene in their water purification systems. So what we're going to do is we're going to demonstrate that by taking a fresh strip of graphene, and I've got some iodine here that I got from the vitamin shop. Literally, that's the name of it, the vitamin shop. And I'm going to put a few drops. There we go. In this water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now, I think I got a stir in here. So now, we've dirtied up the water, right? I'm going to put this strip in. And you know the story of Jesus turning water into wine.
Yeah.
But we're going to see if we can turn the wine back into water.
Get out.
Is that clear, ladies?
Oh, yes, it is.
Very much clear.
So a lot of women even tell us, because when they wear our pads, they look at their pads too. They say, when I look at my pad, even the color of my flow is lighter. I said, that's the graphene when it passed through the strip. It's breaking it down. So that's it. This is the Jewel product. We call all of this the Jewel experience, and this is why we stand behind this product, because it's helping our women stay dry and comfortable. It's helping our women to experience less fatigue and more energy. It's helping our women to not have odors, not have infections, to have a better mood, and to potentially have little to no cramps. Welcome to the Jewel experience. And we're glad we could provide these as a kickstart for the New Orleans Women and Children's Shelter. So since we're recording, Joseph, we are on a mission to raise $6,000 to provide 1,000 packs of pads to the shelter. We believe that we can get 1,000 here. We believe that's going to help the shelter potentially from 6 months to a year of having enough for the ladies that you're helping and assisting here at the shelter. And so this first stash, these 4 boxes, represents $2,000 worth of pads. It's about 334 or a little more packs of Jewel Premium Sanitary Napkins here. And when we get back to Atlanta, we're going to continue the mission, and hopefully with the help of good folks that we're reaching out to and some businesses as well that we're going to talk to here in New Orleans, we'll be able to get the other 4,000 up and bring the other part of the donation drive back to the shelter to finish it up.
Well, we thank you very much. This is amazing. The whole,
Yes.
the product.
Wonderful.
I can't even, I'm without words. I mean, this is the best product I have ever seen. I'm almost 60 years old.
Yes, ma'am.
Unfortunately, I've gone through the terrible parts already. I would use this and encourage everyone to use this product.
Well, Ms. Coleman, since we've got you here and we're recording this, is there anything you want to share with folks that we'll be reaching out to help us to get this donation drive complete?
Well, actually, we want to thank you for starting this drive,
Yes,
because, as you know, with COVID-19, many donations are by the wayside.
Yes.
And we need support all across the board.
Yes, ma'am.
A lot of grants are not being funded right now. So we need the support from the local all the way through to the government. We need every type of support you can possibly imagine. The New Orleans Women and Children's Shelter was the only shelter open through this whole epidemic. With that in mind, we want to continue keeping the doors open.
Yes, ma'am.
We've been here since 2007 serving families, and our mission is simple. We want to take them from homelessness and unsecured places to put them in stable housing.
Yes,
and stable living. And with that, we couldn't do it without you guys, and that's support from across the board.
Awesome, awesome. Well, thank you so much again for your time. And Pad Boys, we're on a mission to save lives. We're on a mission to bless this shelter. We need your support. We raised $2,000. We got $4,000 to go. Thank you in advance for helping us. And our motto is, we ride together, we save lives together. Now what you're going to do when we comfort you. God bless.